everybody out there. Welcome back to my channel. Um, One of the things that I wanted to apologize, I don't have all of my stuff set up. I got a new computer, which is great. I got a new Mac Studio, but the all of my stuff, like all of my apps and all of my files and everything that I had set up for my stream on my other Mac, didn't transfer over. So it's fine. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna totally wing it. Okay. So I was gonna talk about the crypto market. If you don't know, I'm Angel. This is the Alpha Strong channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is the AK Crypto Show. If you're watching on the AK Crypto channel, we do all things crypto, metaverse, and basically blockchain technology. So welcome back to the live stream. I did want to touch on a few things. Obviously, the markets have been crazy. We are in a little bit of a rally right now, which is exciting because we're hoping to actually get a little pump. I'm going to actually jump into, let's go to the charts, just so you guys can see this. And I'm going to bring in, and again, I apologize because we are not fully set up for streaming right now, but we're doing it anyways because finally got everything set up. The good thing about having a new computer is that my cameras actually work much better. So it'll actually make things a lot better. My computer's much quieter. Everything runs more smooth and everything. So it's going to actually be much better in the long run. But, I appreciate the patience because, we're still powering through this thing. All right, so let's bring in a screen share here. And I'm going to see if I can go the... let's go with the Brave browser. Bam. All right. And let's do that. All right. So we're going to make this thing full screen, guys. Give me 1 second. And then I'll come back over and drop in a little action there for you guys. All right. And then we're going to bring in a camera so that you guys can still see me. All right. We're doing this live, guys. We are going... We're going with it. All right, so let's bring in a camera. Bam! Look at that. I like it. All right, so we just get this in here. And actually, if I'm gonna do, let's see here. Let's change the camera up. Let's go with this one. Sorry, so if I'm looking here, how does that look? All right, I think that looks good. We're trying it. All right, so you guys can see here, CoinMarketCap. If you guys don't know CoinMarketCap, this is the go-to place for knowing all of your values on your coins, the top coins. And if you're investing in crypto, you want to be careful, right? You don't want to be, there's like, just so you guys know, you can see here, there's 20,000 crypto. There's a lot more that aren't even on this particular site. This one only has the ones that have money and they're willing to pay to get on here and have a certain amount of holders. But 20,000 cryptos. Okay, so you don't want to be going and buying coins in the 15,000 range, the 10,000 range. I'd be very skeptical about those projects. Just so you guys know, in a bear market, 95 to 99% of all projects fail, or like basically there's no one's working on it, and you really need to stick to the top. So think about that. Okay, so 90% of 20 is going to be around 18, so 95 is going to be around 19,000 projects. So assume that the top 1,000 are maybe the only ones that are still probably good, right? And even then, I would probably stick to the top 100. Those are like the tried and true projects, and you can definitely slip into the 100 to 200 range. But if you're going to be investing for long term, you want to stick to the top 10, maybe top 20. And there's a few other gems, new projects in the metaverse that aren't going to be at the top, right? Because they're so new. So those are exceptions. But from like true project perspective, what's being worked on, you want to focus on the top projects that have been around a while, they're well established, or they have a lot of good development going on. So anyways, so Bitcoin coming in at 20,940, Ethereum 1234. So we've been having a little rally right now. 5% pump over the last 24 hours on Bitcoin, 1% on Ethereum. We are expecting a nice little pump, probably to maybe upwards of 25. I'm kind of a little skeptical about it, but definitely above 23 we're expecting. But don't be fooled. Okay, we still think that is going to be another correction. It's just this is a little relief rally, right? Because we've been so much just downward pressure. Bitcoin got down under, I think it even crossed under 18,000 at one point. Been trading below 20 for a while, and just now this past week's been above 20. So we do expect it to go up a little bit, but it's going to come back down. It's that's what all the fundamentals say, that it will definitely come back down under 20,000 and possibly dip down below 15,000. So that's possible, and everything's possible in crypto. So we are expecting a little pump though right now. So if you're looking to make a nice little scalp trade, swing trade or something, this might be a good time. Not financial advice, but take a look at it, research it, do your own, do your own research, obviously. Binance coming at 242, finally coming back. It got even down below 200, I think, at one point, which is great for it to see him come back. XRP 34, Cardano 47 cents, Solana 38, and Doge coming back a little bit at 7 cents. Dot coming in at 710. I really think Dot's going to do great this next bull run. I just have a feeling with what's being done on it, with the parachains and everything they have going on. I think Dot definitely has some upward trajectory. Trajectory. I think Avalanche. I'm kind of iffy on Avalanche. I'm a holder. I definitely have some, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. I was able to get in at like $16, so definitely got some good entry points over the past few weeks. I think I got Solana at like 31, 33. I think I might have got some at under 30, but I don't think so. I think I slept on it. And I definitely picked up some XRP around 30 cents. And Ethereum, I was able to get some under 1,000, which is great, because it got just under 1,000 for a little bit. So, if that was the bottom, I mean, obviously that's a great point. I've been buying around 1,000, so some good positions. Yesterday I did see, based on the charts and what I was looking at, that we're going to be going up. So I got in around 12.25. So we're going to see. I'm being open and honest with you guys. I'll show you my trades. I don't have a problem showing you guys my trades, but don't follow me. I am not in any way, shape, or form a trader. I'm a total noob, all right? But we are learning as we go. So if you guys want to learn with me, stick around. And so with that, go ahead and smash the like button. If you've ever just FOMO'd in, just got in without even thinking, without even knowing what you were doing in crypto, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and hit the bell. Like we all do it, right? We all got started. I'm sure we all had those moments. So that's basically what's going on. All right, let's look at some news. So you look at this. I found this one, and kind of to prove my point. So 72 of the top 100 coins have fallen 90% or more. So just to kind of prove my point, right? There's definitely some blood in the streets right now. I do think that if you stick to these top ones, you're going to be okay in the long run. We don't know who's going to win the blockchain wars, if it's going to be Solana or Cardano or Avalanche or Ethereum. You just don't know who's going to end up being kind of the main coin. And I think there's a place for all of them, to be honest with you. But just like we saw with Web 2 and how, you had, certain ones, the cream of the crop, so to speak. They rose and they are still, dominating, like Google, right? No one thought that Google would be dominating at this point. Probably not back then when they were first coming out. So we just don't know who the Googles are going to be, right? We don't know who the Facebooks are going to be and stuff like that. So you kind of have to. My strategy is, look, I don't know which horse is going to win, so I'm going to put some money on all of them. It's so early. It's such a nascent, and here's the deal. I don't need all of them to win, as Kevin O'Leary would say. I just need one of them to win. And I think that's the point of diversification, right? Is that, you want to spread out. Some might pump, you make some great gains, and others are going to die. So you don't know. So why put all of your chips on one? It just doesn't make sense. So anyways, but I think if you stick to Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, if you stick to those three, and possibly XRP, I would say XRP I'm bullish on, assuming they win the SEC lawsuit. Now, no matter what, by November we're supposed to have a decision. So I think they're going to win, but you just don't know, right? So all right, so a lot of coins have going down. I like this one here. AI is taking crypto trading to a whole new level. So Singularity, they're working on some great stuff with AI, and they got robots and all this cool stuff. I should be seeing them at the Bloom event in October. They're supposed to be there. I think they're supposed to have some of their AIs. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably have my camera out. We'll be taking some video. I might do some live streaming from the event. We'll find out. But we're going to be at the Gaylord Resort in Denver, October 14th and 15th for the Bloom Rare Bloom event, sponsored by Bloom or Pay from what's the thing? I think his name is Big Pay. That's what it is. Big Pay. That's his YouTube channel. So if you're not following Big Pay, I highly recommend you follow Big Pay. He's got some good stuff all about Cardano. If you guys don't know about Cardano, what's happening in Cardano, you guys definitely need to wake up, because Cardano is changing the world, and I'm all about that. I am a world changer myself, so we're definitely going to follow. Now, the Bitcoin halving event. I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people have no idea about the Bitcoin halving. And I think we need to just kind of continue to spread the message of what it is, so that people understand these cycles and they're more prepared and they're aware of, why the market tanks. Why does Bitcoin crash every few years? And it has to do with the Bitcoin halving cycles. So if you're not familiar with the Bitcoin halving cycles, basically, when Bitcoin was first created, every time that a block would be minted, right, when the miners would solve the algorithm, they mint a block, confirm the information on the blockchain, then they would mint 50 Bitcoin, and it would give it to the miners, right? So if it was to stay at 50 forever, then it would be just an infinite supply, right? Which is kind of like what Ethereum is doing. They're just minting. They don't have a cap, right? An infinite or like an actual cap to their supply, right? There is no cap. So that's kind of scary when you think about from the way we're thinking about crypto. It's supposed to be a deflationary asset, right? But Bitcoin, in its code, is written that every 210,000 blocks, roughly equates to about every 4 years or so, the amount of Bitcoin that is given to the miners for solving the algorithm and confirming the block, then it's going to get halved. So it went from 50 to 25. Then so right here, this is the first one, right? Then if you see here, after it halved, then it tanks, right? The market tanks, or here it is, right here, the first halving right here. And then it goes up, and then it tanks, and then the next halving, and then it goes up, and then it tanks, and then the next halving, and then it's going to go up. So it's just a thing that we see. The halving happens, it spikes, then it crashes. Halving happens, it spikes, then it crashes. Halving happens, and then it spikes, then it crashes. This is the cycle. This is the Bitcoin cycle. So what does that tell us? That, oh my God, Bitcoin's always going to crash? Well, if you notice, every time that it crashes, it never goes lower than the last high. Okay? When it crashes, it never goes lower than the last high. So this cycle, it's unique because we have gone lower than the previous high. However, we are in very unique circumstances. We've never experienced anything like this. With what's going on in the economy, the inflation, the pandemic, the shutdown, the supply chain, like all of this stuff has caused like unprecedented market conditions. We've never been in this situation before. The federal government, the Fed, the monetary policy of the U.S. and everything that they're doing is all uncharted territory right now. The stuff that they're used to doing, the money printing and then raising the rates and all that stuff, like they've done it slowly in the past, little by little, over long periods of time. We're doing it like fast, so this is unprecedented. But we really should be in a crazy recession right now, but we're propping the market up a little bit, a lot of bit basically. But anyways, what does that tell you though? So If we know that after the halving, it's going to go up and then it'll crash and then a halving will happen, the obvious conclusion, right? And this is, historical, is not the indicative of future performance or whatever, right? Future results, right? Historical performance is not the indicative of future results, but the trend is your friend until it ends. So right now, the trend is our friend. We can see that the halving causes it to pump and then it crashes. And so we've had another halving in 2021 and now, or 2020. Now we're on the opposite side of the crash after it's pumped. And so we're just waiting for the next halving and then it'll pump again. So that's all you need to do. And you think about it. So right now, as you're in these lulls, these are the best times to make money, right? So as we're in these lulls, right? If you're in these lulls before the pump, even before the halving, when you're down here in the bear markets right here, when you're down here in the bear markets, this is the time to accumulate. This is the time to buy before the halving. You don't wait for the halving because it's already starting to go up by that point. I mean, you're still going to do good if you wait for the halving. If that's your indicator, and you say, hey, when the Bitcoin halving happens, that's when I buy. I think if you follow that strategy, you're historically probably going to do well. Okay, so whatever your strategy is, I would say just stick to it, go for it. But I wanted you guys to be aware of the Bitcoin halving because if you know what the market is going to do, right, you have a general idea of what it's going to do. Okay, it's generally going to go up. Then I think it's a pretty safe or less risky. I wouldn't say safe, but less risky bet, right, or investment if you buy around the time that you know it's gone down. So we've had about an 80% or I think about 80% correction from the top. Now's the time. So I wanted to talk about that and show you guys these Bitcoin cycles and see where it pumps, goes down. Bitcoin halving happens, pumps and goes down. The Bitcoin halving happens, it pumps, it goes down, and then the Bitcoin halving happens. So this has happened already in May 2020, and then we pumped up to about 68,000. Now it's crashed back down, so we're in this lull. Good time to possibly invest in crypto. All right, let's go back out. So I hope that you're being smart with your money right now. We're heading into some really tough times. Crypto is an amazing opportunity. It's a nascent technology. This is the future. The blockchain is going to affect everything. It's going to permeate every industry, just like the internet did, just like the connectivity of everything. Blockchain is going to take it to the next level where it's going to not just be the connectivity, but the interactivity, like where you're really able to be there interacting with people in a digital world, in a digital space. It's the evolution of our digital revolution. So I hope you guys are paying attention, because if you had gotten into companies in the internet, right, back in the day, Amazon, Google, and those companies early on, where would you be right now? So whatever the amount is, whatever you're comfortable, small percentage, just start buying a little by little. Don't wait trying to time the market. If it's going to be, the very bottom, you don't know. We don't know. We could have already had the bottom. We could be on the way up, but we just don't know that. So my suggestion would be take a small amount and just average cost your way in. Just call dollar cost average. Just buy a little bit at a time on a set time. Let's say every week, every month, $100, $10 a day, whatever it is. Do yourself a favor. Do your future self a favor, and really strongly consider, do your research and figure out a way. So we're going to be doing some crypto courses. You can definitely reach out and find out more about that. I'm not going to talk about that here, but one of the things that I definitely wanted to talk about is this, the stuff that the U.S. is doing with the economy. I mean, it's really going to put us in a tough position. We're already seeing massive layoffs happening. Following a lot of friends in the industry, I've continued mortgage layoffs. Other industries are getting affected as well. We're seeing, not here like in SoCal as much, but in other markets, the real estate markets, you're seeing already inventory starting to climb. So what is that going to tell you? Eventually, if there's too much inventory and they're not selling, people are going to start to lower their prices, and this starts a cascade effect. This is what we saw in 2008. It also, if you're not following, look at the foreclosure numbers. Look at the delinquency rates right now. If you look at delinquency rates, they're already climbing. The 60 days, the 30 days, well, even past the 30 days. Like, look at 60 days, look at 90 days, because those are the ones that are really in trouble. The only reason why a lot of people haven't been foreclosed on is because of the eviction and foreclosure moratoriums that we had during the pandemic. But those are set to expire, supposedly. They may keep them just to try to prevent this from happening, because if they're watching this stuff, you know, it may happen. So those are things that you definitely want to be looking out for. The moment you start seeing the inventory continue to rise, like if you haven't sold, if you're thinking about selling, like now may be the time. If you're trying to cash out on that equity, or just button down the hatches, tighten up the belt, start saving, because we're heading into probably some tough economic times, and you want to make sure you're set up for success. So if you're not saving right now, I would suggest you start right now. Start cutting back, going out, eating, buying stuff. The free money, they may start to print again, but it's just going to be worse later. So you're better off just saving that money anyways, or investing it right now that the market's down. So anyways, not financial advice. Do your own research. You guys all know all those disclaimers. All right, now I'm going to take some questions. I believe we have some comments. So if you guys have anything you guys want to know, we're going to do like open AMA, ask me anything. So anything related to finance, crypto, specifically any particular coin that you guys are looking at, I'll give you my opinion if I have an opinion about it. Otherwise, I'll tell you. I have no idea what that's about. Let's see here. Bree, keep up the good work. Thanks, Bree. Appreciate that. Well, you and I need to catch up, Bree. We need to touch base if you're watching still. You know, I'm taking my real estate course right now, so I'm going to be hopefully getting my license here in the next few months. So excited about that. You know, we're trying to have a one-stop shop in what we're doing for our financial services business. So all things financial services, personal finance, you'll have one place you can go to get everything that you need. So that's kind of the idea. All right, so let's see, Bree, when are we having crypto courses? So I believe our crypto course is scheduled for August 8th, I think it is. Let me make sure. I should probably know that, off the top of my head. Sorry, I had a few dates that I had running in my head, so let me make sure I'm in here. So the crypto course is going to be Wednesday, July 20th. Sorry about that. Wednesday, July 20th. If you, I have posted it, but I'll post the link in the chat. So let's see, where can I post the link at? You know what? Next time, or I'll send you a message. I will DM you the link to my crypto course. We're going to have it live here in our office because we're going to be recording it and then be able to share it with more people. So you'll be doing us a favor if you do take that course. It's a crypto basics course. It's going to teach you everything about the history, blockchain, everything, and get you set up so you can set up a wallet and buy your first crypto. Set up an exchange. We're going to teach you all about that just to get you, get your feet wet, so to speak, right? Get a wallet set up, get some crypto in there, transfer some crypto so you guys can see how it works, see the fundamentals, and then we're going to touch into the metaverse and the stuff that's going on and the potential that is out there with the different investment opportunities. You have to be careful because there's a lot of scam projects, but if you understand how to, at least where to look to research if it's a good project or not, that's what we're going to be talking about in this crypto course. So excited about that. All right. Let's see here. Amira, when you have a chance, send me your YouTube link for Big Pay. Big Pay is P-E-Y, by the way. P-E-Y, Big Pay. I'll send you the link. And yeah, so the course that we are, it's $197, just so you guys know. It is going to help you make money. So the way I see it, it's an investment, right? So that's how you got to look at it. Any other questions from the audience? No? All right. I do have so if you're watching us on the Alpha Strong channel, we are going to be having a lot more shows, different content. We're going to have financial stuff where we're really talking about basics and teaching you guys stuff. And then you guys can ask questions about the subject and other financial topics. We have our Faith Tech Finance show, which is kind of like an open dialogue show talking about different topics, more structured. And then what I'm thinking about doing is doing the Alpha Strong Hour of Power. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but basically where I'm going to just open up and talk about all kinds of different stuff about what's going on around us in our lives and different things. It's basically going to be an opinion show where you're going to hear me ranting and raving about all the things that piss me off. That's basically it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited about that one. I need a place to vent. Like I sometimes find myself complaining about stuff. I'm like, to nobody except myself. So now I'm going to get to complain to you. Hopefully you guys will agree with me or not. This will be a good place to have some healthy discourse. So that's what we're looking forward to. All right, guys, that's it for today for crypto. If you're watching the markets, I do expect it to continue to go up for a little bit, but don't get fooled. I don't believe that we're going to stick going up for too long. I think we'll have to come back down below 20,000 again. We'll see how it goes. We got to, everyone is just, waiting, hoping and waiting that, that we've reached the bottom. But from everything that I'm reading in the charts and the fundamentals and technical analysis, it looks like we probably will come back down. So be careful out there. Do your research. Hope everyone's doing great. Peace out, everyone. Take care.